Przeciwko ministrowi sprawiedliwości.
As mentioned in the previous report, the EU Commissioner came to the aid of the Justice Minister today. As he said, he's observing and cheering on the actions being made to restore the rule of law in Poland, as these are supposed to bring us closer to European values. It is these actions by Adam Bodnar, however, that are considered unlawful by many Polish judges and prosecutors. At this issue of the rule of law, I take a closer look today, says Edyta Hodyńska.
Dzisiaj sprawdzam.
Subsequent moves in the judiciary are bombarded with objections from lawyers. The College of the Court of Appeals in Warsaw gave a negative opinion of Adam Bodnar's motion to dismiss Judge Piotr Schab and his resignation from the post of director of the National School of the Judiciary and Prosecutor's Office was announced by Judge Kamil Zaradkiewicz. However, Adam Bodnar assures that he is fighting to restore the rule of law in Poland. Today, when he spoke with the EU Commissioner, he preferred to keep quiet about domestic issues, at least before the media. I wouldn't like to bother the Commissioner with our own everyday problems. What we're observing today is some kind of blackout of the rule of law. We heard before, for years, about how this rule was infringed upon, and now it's said that this rule is being restored. I have the personal feeling that this is a complete departure from it. Well, this is why the Law and Justice Party has filed a motion for a vote of no confidence in Adam Bodnar as Minister of Justice and Attorney General. We feel that it is our responsibility to present all these examples of the breaking of the law by the Minister of Justice. Adam Bodnar, when he was the Ombudsman for Civil Rights, is becoming a grotesque caricature being used by Donald Tusk to carry out forceful solutions which are against the law. The Attorney General is in an open dispute with the National Prosecutor's Office.
Otrzymałem od pana prokuratora generalnego polecenie udania się na zaległy URL.
And well, I wrote back to the prosecutor's office that the person who is authorized to approve my leave is the national prosecutor. And this is because the prosecutors did not agree to the creation of the non-existent position of a PO national prosecutor. I humbly inform you, Mr. Minister, with all due respect, but I inform you that your decision is illegal. There's no agreement in legal circles to dismiss the mentioned court judges from both Warsaw as well as from Poznań. We had a situation before where there was an attempt to cut short the terms of the chairwoman of the Supreme Court, but of course this was unsuccessful. That's why the current ombudsman has verified the conditions under which Mariusz Kamiński and Maciej Wąsik are currently being held in prison. He had reservations about the transitional cells in the Grochów Detention Center, where Kamiński and Maciej Wąsik were initially being held. These require urgent general renovation and are frighteningly cold. And especially this attitude being shown towards these political prisoners is another example of how everything that Adam Bodnar has achieved is now being denied. Adam Bodnar has also been alerted to the situation by the wives of the imprisoned ministers. They wrote a letter in which they pointed out that if the prosecution continues to be protracted, the prisoners who are now on hunger strike may not live to see their release. And then the one responsible for their deaths will be the former ombudsman. And the fact that previously you were so absolutely sensitive to any attempt to any legal changes in Poland, and you were constantly speaking about violations of the principles of the rule of law. But now, at the moment when the law is being violated in a very pronounced way, when the Constitution is being violated, you fail to react in any way at all. According to the EU Justice Commissioner, and now, at this time, everything is in order. We see that this government is fully committed to restoring the rule of law in Poland. The Commission is fully engaged in providing all possible support to the Polish government. Mr. Commissioner, this is a photograph of Warsaw, beautiful, rebuilt, and also, among other things, thanks to European funds. Edyta Hodyńska, Republika Television.